at sister go. You look so good.
So cute.
Sweet girl, love you. Oh, let me pick those. Oh, here, now Aiden, eat it, eat it. Ew, why is ew, stop. Oh, here, now eat it. Oh, I'll get that ear. Oh. Go on, Apollo, let's go out. What is up, guys? Welcome to another new vlog. It is Sunday night, and a lot of people are asking me what the refeeds have been lately. Obviously, with my gnocchi genetics, I have really been liking chicken parm. So we got some chicken parm, and then Lindsay, what do you have?
This is the chicken parm, and you get extra chicken.
Yeah, I get chicken parm with a side chicken parm. What do you get?
Gnocchi and meatball.
Gnocchi genetics.
Do you want your spaghetti?
Can't get enough gnocchi. I usually don't like spaghetti. I like making it myself. But we eat something else. Nice dessert. Welcome to the new vlog. You want to say it?
Welcome to the new vlog.
It's comeback season. Comeback season. I just been dreaming and thinking about killing them. Comeback season.
Oh, my wife outdid herself. Put together this huge whiteboard. So, literally like a college size. You guys know it's a pretty big gym space down here. I think I'm gonna put, I don't know, I'll wheel it around, but I think whenever I record videos, I might put it over there just so it has a nice feel. But wow, is this gonna be cool? So obviously you could see the size of it. So I'll be able to record some cool videos. Oh yeah.
Biggie!
Go! If you're feeling tired or come on, Lila, go! All right, guys, so what you just saw was me going to the doctor's. I had to get a new CPAP. I've had one for a while now. I just bought my own, do my own pressure, but I like to replace them every year or so. So I figured, probably easier just go to a doctor, find my local place, all that kind of cool stuff. So that's what that was. And then today I also have my PCP appointment, just kind of a checkup, just see how everything's going. I really like my doctors locally. So I always like to keep up with the appointments and just make sure you're doing all of your due diligence. But it is Friday morning now. That was 2 days ago. What you see over there is some letters that you're probably familiar with. What I started recording this morning is my first video for TPC University. So I used to have the mentoring program. I just brought it back, but it was all mentoring consult calls. What I want to do for the people that don't want the consult calls, but want the actual video content of a lot of the content that I've deleted, I am now I'm remaking it, re-updating it, and I would have an entire university that's going to be all video format, no mentoring calls or anything like that. And I'm going to release it to everyone it's not going to be cheap, price point, but it is going to be more affordable than my old mentoring program and then what my mentoring program is now. Because consult calls are anywhere from like $800 plus per hour, depending on the individual, what we're talking about, all that stuff. I'm not sure the price put on here, but I really want to put a lot into this. And I want to make sure it's low enough of a price point to where everyone can join in and actually understand some things, but not so low that it's devaluing the services that I have. So all the things that I cannot and don't post on here, publicly, stuff like that, it's going to be in TPC University. So I'm really excited about that. As you hear, that's Lindsay showering. So I will go ahead and wrap up this video, but I am having a fantastic day. It's nuts. I woke up this morning. Let me take this off. I woke up this morning and I was 257.4. So remember, my goals are to live to be 120 plus, and I don't want to get above 260. I really don't. You know, it's coming on all super lean. Somehow over the past couple weeks, I have really leaned out. I've gained a lot of size. The quad, I'm going to be testing it live on Tuesday, actually. So that'll probably, well, this probably won't be released until that's already been done. But on my Instagram, I want to do a live, and I want to test it live and talking about a little bit about the recovery protocol, and then really go ahead into testing it with a squat, which will be cool. Wow, this is not coming off. I got to get whatever that spray is. I'm trying to erase everything. It's not going too well. I guess it's going okay. But yeah, a lot of cool things going on there. So either way, I'm having an absolutely fantastic day. Business is going absolutely awesome. So the other day, I actually, if you guys know who Ron Penna is, he was the founder of Quest Nutrition. He's the owner of Legendary Foods. Mark Bell actually connected me with him to help him out with something. And we were talking, and he is such an awesome dude. He's such a nice guy. And what's really cool about it is that we're actually going to be reconnecting again next week, and just talking about more fun stuff. So that was a really cool connection to have, and that was a really cool person to meet and talk with. Really nice guy. And I've only ever heard good things about him. But yeah, I'll tell you what, on the background, Mark Bell has been helping me out so much with so many things. He's just been literally pumping my name out to everyone, which I genuinely appreciate. You know, I'm helping him out with his stuff. We're doing a lot of cool things. We talk every single day. Like, he's just such a good dude. And, you know, I didn't expect him to become this close of a friend with me. Like, you don't go into any kind of relationship thinking, oh, wow, this is really going to be something really big. I always get close with people. I always consider them friends and family, but I didn't expect it to happen this fast with him, which is crazy. You know, like, again, you don't go and expect these things. They just kind of happen. And I just didn't expect it to grow where it's gotten to today. Like, he's such a cool dude. I love him. I love his wife. I love his kids. His daughter's hilarious, by the way. She is like a little mini him. When I was out there recording for the podcast, she came out at one point for dinner. After dinner, we were talking, and she was like literally like a little female Mark Bell, which is just really funny to think about.
Shots steady even at 18 apiece in Sastel Center. Here off the face-off, Rochester takes the lead.
And that pass is broken up by Lyle Thompson. Now picked up, McConvey scores!
Huge for Rochester. Verdict still out for Las Vegas, though.
The shot from Intighty scores! Dan Lomas. Now here come the Nighthawks the other way. Coates feeds it down low. The shot, he scores!
From Zoo, gets Barrett in his side pocket, launches from the nail. Pocket pick, Clippers have time. Dunn will take it to the house! And the Clippers close out. Porter Jr. in the crowd, back to Batum. And the three. The screens from Harden, lobs it to Zoo, makes the great ball movement. Mentioned it earlier, the Raptors, one of the league leaders in passes made. Unable to come up with the shot. Powell behind the back to the rim.
I spent 3 hours putting it together. It came in like 97 pieces.
I need money.
Your brother has it. Where's all the money at? Up 80
Remember, guys, it's Apollo's birthday.
Apollo's birthday.
So let him play with it. Lila, call someone.
are in our room. All right, all settled into the room. Got in, got some stuff moved around, took my shower because I was all oily from the airplane. Usually you guys know I like having Bluey or one of the kids' TV shows on TV because it reminds me of them. And if I'm not with them, it's nice to have that in the background. And that wasn't on, so Modern Family's on the background while I showered. I'm gonna unpack and get some stuff rolling. Overall, it was a decent trip. My connecting flight, so landed, and I had to be at the next gate, which was at the opposite side and up one floor of the airport. So I was at like C11, I had to go to G21. So literally landed here, and within 10 minutes had to run all the way over here, sprint up, and then go right over to there. So it was quite the sight to see me sprinting. Which normally I'm a good sprinter. Again, quad is feeling really good. I was able to do some sprints and do that running in the airport, no problem. But you have a bag, and my bag's super heavy, so it's lopsided, it throws you off. It's a very odd running mechanics when you're running with a big bag on the left side. So either way, it was a great trip though. Gonna be hanging out with everyone tomorrow, Friday. I have a lot of clients out in this area too, so I'm gonna try and meet up with everyone. I'm terrible with geography. I'm so bad with geography. She's like one of my best friends in the world, Krista. We've worked together for like 9 years or whatever. And I know she lives near here, but geography and me just don't click yet, you know? Now that I'm going to places, it makes a little more sense because I've been there. But with a lot of things that just make sense to me, like cells, like hormones, like tissues, like atomic particles, like that stuff makes sense to me. But yet you give me like a map and, you know, say where we're at and where you want to be, and I just kind of like draw a blank for a second. It takes me a little bit to actually think, and that's one of the reasons, you know, on top of many reasons. Obviously, we've been traveling a lot more this year just because there's a lot more business opportunities. And with where the family's at right now, like, I just want to work for them. I want to provide for them, so I want to do so much for them. And this traveling has really been blowing things up. It's always been slowly growing, but it's just really taken off this year. So I'm taking full advantage of that. And part of pushing out of your comfort zone also is, if you ever looked at the term, it's called synaptic pruning, basically. So if you are pushing neurogenesis, trying to improve your neurology so much, what ends up happening is every day your brain essentially will trim off the neurons that don't really matter, that aren't solidified and aren't concrete. So as I'm doing all of these things to be a better husband, a better father, a better business owner, a better friend, a better everything, I'm building all these new neural pathways. All these new neurons are firing, they're getting created, parts of the brain are hypertrophying, but if you don't solidify them, they just get snipped away. Again, synaptic pruning. And one of the ways you can make those neurons concrete is actually by doing something new. So that could be before it was learning a new language. Then it was writing with my left hand. Now it's literally traveling. Next thing for me will be more so putting things together mechanically, because I'm just not that good at that stuff. And it's really cool that this can also benefit the family and work. And it's nice because, you know, you think traveling, or I always thought traveling was a bigger deal than it really was. And you do, it's not that big a deal. And it's an odd sense of accomplishment for me because it's just one of those things where I always neglected. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna wake up early. I have a cool little setup over there. I'll do my emails in the morning, call the kids in the morning, and then I think probably meet Mark for breakfast. And I'm not sure what we're doing. And I know we're gonna be training with someone at some point. I know we're gonna be eating something at some point. And I know we're gonna meet up with Ron Penna at some point. So it's gonna be exciting. But yeah, I'm excited. Overall good trip. Like the room, like the ambiance. And yeah, time to get my CPAP set up so I can sleep. We are up and we are at them early. It is 2:45 now. We woke up at 2:15. Feeling pretty ready to go. So getting some emails done, and then probably gonna have breakfast and start the day. All right, so a place called Nosh Bagels. I never eat egg bagels. So got 3 everything bagels, whole bunch of eggs and stuff. Eggs here. Something about egg bagels. This one just sounds really good to me. So a good amount of eggs. Ooh, and all these bagels. Mike, you gotta be in it.
Look at all those pictures out there. That's right.
And we would just talk about shit like this.
Just shoot the shit.
And then he has, like, a friend of mine calls it Gen Pop. Yes. And so it's like, it's 8 kids who are the same age as you, but they're like way taller and way
Mark,
they're not nice.
I watched
And so I'm telling my son, okay,
a couple of.
if something happens, you have to tell.
It's cool.
All right. So, what a fun freaking day. We got to go train, as you guys saw, over at Gold's Gym, which was super cool. Everyone was really nice. Got to meet some really cool people. We ended up training a little bit of back. We did a little bit of we did some shoulders, and then I did do my squats. Belt squats, 4 plates, and no problems. Quad feels amazing. Even now, it's been like probably 10 hours, something like that, 9 hours, and it feels incredible. So that's really cool. Then from there, we had a great workout. Then we went over to the Legendary Foods Empire, I'm going to call it. Basically the Legendary Foods office and everything. And met with Ron Penna and a couple other people over there. Carl Lenore was there. A whole awesome group of people, and just talked about so many cool things behind the scenes. Like, it was an awesome conversation, and there's a lot of cool things behind the scenes going on that it's just awesome to be a part of. So, it's only 9 o'clock now. I'm feeling pretty good. I might stay up, do some emails, get a little bit of sleep, wake up, do more emails. And then I think we're going back over there, tomorrow, basically doing like a big meeting of the minds is essentially what it is, which is really, really cool. What a blast, though. Like, just filled with a bunch of amazing people. I really, really had such a blast. And it was cool because I was able to have conversations that I normally can't have, because a lot of these conversations are pretty in-depth, complex topics, and usually they're things you're not having like a back and forth with. Like, it's usually me doing the videos or podcasts or stuff like that. So anytime, well, actually I never get this kind of an opportunity. So having this kind of an opportunity to just like shoot the SHIT back and forth with people like that, like, we had an absolute blast. So I'm pumped. And then we went to meat and had some really good steaks, had some shrimp, had a ton of food. So obviously I'm getting the meat sweats. Those are coming on pretty soon. And just having a blast. Really, really having a blast. Got to call Lindsay and Lila. Boys, got to say goodnight to them. And I think tomorrow we'll be doing the normal thing. Like, we'll meet up. We'll go have another meeting of the minds, do all that kind of fun stuff. And I think my flight's leaving 4 o'clock, something like that. And Mark said usually out here in LA, the airport and everything get pretty busy just to get there. So I'll make sure I have to leave pretty early for that, just to make sure I'm on time for everything. But couldn't be happier. Had an amazing freaking day. And I really appreciate all of these people. Like, it's just all of these new friends and Mark and everyone. Like, it's just been such a blast. So I'm going to shut this off because I think I'm just going in circles now. I had a really fun time. I really did. And it's cool. Friday morning outside, getting my morning walk in. Did a nice little hotel gym pump workout this morning. Just enough to drive more like cerebral insulin sensitivity and stuff like that. And got outside, got to call Lindsay, and there's a cool little playground over there that the kids would love. It's cool thinking about some of the next stages of where business is going. And like the coaching, consulting, that's always going to be there. I just love it so much. And now it's just like there's all these other new business opportunities too. And there has been all year. It's just been kind of waiting for the right one. And these kinds of meetings, these kinds of hangouts, whatever you're going to call them, really kind of shine light on the fact that I feel like I have so much more to offer the world. You know, like the coaching, consulting, again, that's always going to be my bread and butter. I love that. But I just feel like there's that next step. And it feels like, especially going into 2025, those steps are actually really going to be taken. So it's really cool. It's really exciting. Like I said, I did just FaceTime Lindsay, and we were looking around at everything. And it's like one of the things we want to start doing, because we've basically just been working straight for 13 years, and we love it. We wouldn't change it. But we also like having our actual family time. We like actually doing things like going to Disney twice a year and stuff like that. So we want to start enjoying that more. You know, it's like, you know, work hard, play hard. It's work hard, play hard, recover hard, sleep hard, like all that fun stuff. So a lot of stuff. Mark just texted me though, meet up with them, and we'll see where the day takes us. Yeah, right. Bless you.
I can stretch with it. That's about it.
Go ahead, try.
I'm not even gonna.
No, okay.
One hand, and the other hand comes and grabs the. Yeah. So
Show me again.
Yeah.
I hear it, but things aren't firing for me. Whoa. Yeah, how do you spin around, not turn your arm out?
So I did it.
Kind of hard because these are low.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you need a lot of momentum.
Oh, okay.
That's.
Yeah, I could do that. I just don't want to do it.
Are you gonna do it?
No.
Actually, you know what I think I can do?
He was working before until now.
All right, so we landed back in PA. Got to sleep for a couple hours on the plane. Did not bring a hoodie with me. It's pretty cold outside. What a fun trip. So, it's funny. We all got connected. One guy named Mike, actually months ago, I guess, where he talked about me forever to Mark Bell. He actually is the one who connected us all, because he was recommending that Mark reached out to me for help for certain things. And that guy, Mike, I actually got to meet him. So it was me, Mike, and Mark hanging out the whole time. Got to hang out with one of my best friends in the world. We've been friends. It was Christy. I posted up the picture before. If not, you'll see it now. We've been friends for literally 10 years. Like, she's been there through every birth of all my children. She's stayed at the house multiple times. She's just an amazing human being. And we got to have breakfast together. And it's just nice. And so anyway, me, Mike, and Mark worked out at Gold's Gym. We got to meet another Mike, who's actually, he trained The Rock before. Like, he's done all that kind of, worked out with all those kind of people and trained them. Super nice guy, super funny. Just, again, I don't swear. You guys know I don't swear. And he just drops F-bombs like crazy, but how he does it is just hilarious. It's like so perfect. So did that, and then we went over twice to Legendary Foods headquarters, and basically just a cool group of people coming together from different aspects to solve different problems. So not really legendary food related, but in the whole realm of innovation. And Ron Penna is just a super nice guy. He's another guy who's pretty funny. And we met, I met so many people. Carl Lenore, used to listen to his podcast every now and then, and always loved the content he put out. Got to talk with him. Like just so many people. While we were doing some stuff, Mike O'Hearn was in the other room doing some other stuff. And it was just such a cool collective of individuals. And the conversations we got to have, because usually I have these conversations by myself. So I'm solving problems by myself. I'm going back and forth with myself, because usually the things that I'm trying to learn or understand, they're just not things you talk about in everyday conversation. It's just not, how these things go. Like you just mentioned a specific biochemical pathway, and no one really wants to talk about that. And I get that. But there were certain people there that did want to do that and did want to go down into certain topics that I consider myself very adept at. And so we just had an absolute blast. Really could not have had more of a fun time. And there are going to be things in the future with Ron and his whole crew. Not exactly sure what they're going to be, because we're not sure in what capacity. I know what they're going to be, but not sure what capacity it's going to be taken to. But tons of opportunities, tons of amazing people, and really just had a blast. So I'm freezing. I'm going to hop in my car, and I'm going to unthaw. What I did do is I thought ahead, and I have my protein shake waiting for me, baby. That sounded cooler in my head. All right.